it's a flashback. So you get to see the beginning stages of Patrick Jane at the CBI and how he came about as being part of the team.
I'm younger and I have a blog. It's about when we all first meet, which I think is really clever on Bruno's part, because generally the pilot is where everybody meets. And this, like, I think real fans are going to be really curious to see what everybody's first interaction was with Patrick Jane and what that was like.
You know, I think I honestly feel that we made this one for the fans, because if you've stuck with us for all these years, it's a really good, true episode of The Mentalist, and it not only deals with the larger arc of why Patrick Jane came there, who he is, and some of that backstory we already filled in over the episodes. It's also small things like where his couch came from. So you're gonna find out why that leather couch, which everybody loves, on all the Warner Brothers tours, it's like the couch, give me a picture on the couch. You see them all doing it, so you're also gonna find out that sort of stuff as well. So small details. So it's sort of got a wink in its eye, as well as being a very serious piece, and Simon is amazing in it, so it's really worth seeing. And so is Robin, actually, to see where Robin and Simon both embrace going back to their moment, and they're really different in their characters. It's really worth watching.
It's going to be a lot of fun because we're going to get a chance to see the team before they were a team. We're going to get to see Cho before he joined the group, and Rigsby and Lisbon and everybody else, and it's going to be interesting because that dynamic that we have so much fun with now, didn't exist pre the team. So we're going to see the events that transpire that kind of all bring us together. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
It was a story we talked about telling for some time. It was something we were always interested in the writer's room. And then as we were trying to think of what would be a special thing to do for the 100th episode, it just seemed natural that at that point it was good to go back and look at how it all started and what Patrick Jane was like when he first came to the CBI before he'd met Lisbon and Rigsby and Cho and all the others. And so it just seemed natural.
If I had to nail it down to one thing, I would say the charm of Simon Baker. He's a naturally charming actor in the style of Cary Grant, that kind of star power, that kind of commitment to making a scene pop. That's what I would put.
Well, I'm kind of biased, but the pilot I think was my favourite.
That seems to be a very popular theme, actually. Your co-stars seem to agree there.
It was the best. I think it was the best.
And
but, and also for me, the ones that I direct are like little children,
I think the ones that stand out, I love the pilot. I know that sounds corny. And I love the one where Simon went blind. It's not about for me to play as much as the ones I think, oh yeah, that really worked.
It's my favorite, gosh, there's so many because, there's so many season finales and season openers. I think that my favorite would be the 2-hour finale of 3, or was it 4? I can't remember. When we basically shot Red John for Bradley Whitford. That basically was my favorite episode. It was a really well constructed episode. It was really a fun episode to direct, and I think it was a real good tease for the fans. And Bradley Whitford was amazing, and Simon was incredible in it.
I would say the Red John episode that opens with Rigsby and them yeah, Owen decided that it was a really good idea to go through full body makeup before hopping into it.
I would have to say probably last season when we started working with Samira Armstrong, and we started kind of delving into Cho's sort of backstory and his background. It was a lot of fun to kind of break out of that sort of everyday Cho shell and start working on some fairly meaty scenes with Samira. She was fantastic.
Nostalgically, you look back very fondly at the pilot, because you just think, that's where it all began. And it's crazy to think that 99 episodes later, here we are. It really is an honour and a privilege to be able to celebrate a show that we love doing. And I know a lot of people talk about it all the time in Hollywood. Oh, we've got a great set, we've got a great crew. We really do have a family here, and people who we've grown with for the last 5 years. And a lot has changed, and we're just loving doing it. And we hope there's an audience for 100 more episodes.
And looking back, when you think about when you were filming the pilot, did you know that this could be the thing that gets you to 100 episodes?
Oh God, no. I think to be quite honest, you kind of, as an actor, self-preservation kicks in. You go, if I make a second episode, I'll be really happy, you know? So to make 100 is just incredible. I kind of have to pinch myself a bit. It really is just a real testament to, you know, in many respects, we have the easiest job. You know, we turn up on sets that have been built months before, on stories that have been written weeks and weeks in advance. You know, we do the light lifting, and this huge crew of incredible people behind us really make the show happen. So it's about honouring them as well, you know.
Do I have a message for them? All I have is,
I learned that.
all I have is gratitude. You know, we wouldn't be able to do 100 episodes if it wasn't for people that watched. And that's pretty much, that's it. We get the privilege of making a show for 100 episodes because there's enough people to watch. And if you don't have the audience, we all know what it's like. You don't end up on TV.
So hopefully 100 more.
Well, we'll see. I don't know. It's going to be interesting because our fans have been very loyal. We've been shifted from different time slots. We started on a Tuesday night at 9 and we went to Thursdays at 10 and now we're on Sundays at whatever hour, God knows at what hour. And our audience has sort of stuck with us, so you know, I'm grateful. If there was any message, I'd be like, thank you.
Just thank you for watching. Really, really appreciate your help and support. And let's make 100 more.
I love them all. It's so nice, and I can't believe how emotionally invested they are in the show. I had a 40th birthday this year, which is never an easy birthday. And I was in a bad mood about something, and all these girls had like made this beautiful birthday video for me. And I had no idea that many people liked Teresa Lisbon. Like they painted their rooms and written things in the sand. It was the most moving. It sounds so narcissistic and weird, but I was super moved.
Gosh, thank you for supporting us through these first 5 years, and you know, we couldn't do it without you. Love you.
Thank you so much for watching, and catch the 100th episode. CBS, Sundays, 10, or whenever football ends, whichever comes first.